Rosie Duffield.
Deputy Speaker. This is such an important issue, and again I'd like to congratulate my honourable friend, the member for Westminster North, on securing this debate and all of her tireless work for the last 2 years on this issue. I wish I could say that all homes in my constituency of Canterbury are currently fit for human habitation. I'd love to be able to say that, but unfortunately I can't. Sometimes it's the social housing provided for and on behalf of our local authority which has the highest proliferation of Category 1 hazards and other factors that put at risk people's health and safety. One example in Canterbury is a lovely family that have come to me who have 3 children. They found themselves homeless in November after their private landlord sold their property. Since then, the family have been moved from pillar to post, from one unsuitable, unhealthy accommodation to the next. They have been moved 5 times in 2 months. How, in supposedly affluent Canterbury, in the supposedly affluent South East, can there be so many places unfit for human habitation? One house provided by the council to this family was riddled with bedbugs crawling everywhere, and they had a serious leak. All of their mattresses and other belongings are now ruined. They are yet to be compensated. Then this family were moved to a house which had been freshly painted to disguise a serious mould problem. Now their children are all exposed to mould and fungi growing inside their home. It's around their beds, around their clothes and around their toys. We all know damp and mould can worsen conditions such as asthma, eczema and chest infections. Articles published in the British Medical Journal also show that adults living in mouldy homes were more likely to have symptoms such as fainting, headaches, fevers and even raised anxiety. I wanted to tell you about that family this morning as I'm disgusted with the way they've been treated and housed. I've put a video of this family's accommodation on my social media. Please go and see it. I promise you'll be horrified. Any council which places people in accommodation such as this should be ashamed.
Will my honourable friend give way?
Certainly.
I thank my honourable friend for giving way. I'm saddened to hear about the way that your constituents have been treated by the council run in Kent by your own local authority. But wish you agree with me that not all local authorities are the same. In my own Labour-led Norwich City Council, we have 15,000 properties, and not one of them has a Category 1 hazard situation. And yet, in the private sector, 14,000 homes, nearly 3,000 of them have a Category 1 hazard, and they charge 2 to 3 times as much. Would you acknowledge that?
Absolutely, I think that's disgraceful, and thank you for raising that point. Some of the providers in Kent are failing the public, but this is bigger than Kent, and as we've just heard, this is a national shame. As we heard from the Honourable Member for Taunton Deane, local authorities cannot enforce the Housing, Health and Safety Rating System, the HHSRS, against themselves. And social tenants can often do very little about poor, unhealthy accommodation. This bill is so important as it would stop cases like the one I've told you about today, and it will compel local authorities to carry out repairs. I support this bill wholeheartedly. All social tenants and renters deserve accommodation which is safe. The old saying, there's no place like home. Well, for many families in Britain, that's true for all the wrong reasons. Let's change that today and make sure that all homes are fit for human habitation. Thank you.